Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome into the return of GC Live Sunday Reset with your host, the one, the only, Jack Veltri. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. And yeah, it's been a little while since we've done one of these shows here on a Sunday. And I think the last time we did one was definitely during baseball season. But nevertheless, we are back and going to be doing these just about every Sunday moving forward. We'll get into a little bit more of that here towards the end of the show with what's next with all this. But hope you guys are all doing well, and appreciate you guys joining me for this first edition of GC Live Sunday Reset returning. Mike Uva, my coworker and fellow. Well, I shouldn't say fellow, but he's a Red Sox fan, so I'm sure he'll be chirping me here in a little bit when he joins the program. But that will be here in just a few minutes. He texted me saying that he's getting off work. Obviously, he works out in Rhode Island, so with the TV station out there. So he'll be off soon and joining me here in a few minutes to talk some Gamecock football. Before we even get started, do want to just talk to you guys about Clint Hammond of CMG Home Loans. He is our main show sponsor. So if you're in the market to buy a home, you're ready to take that next step forward and buy the dream home that you've always wanted, but you don't know where to begin. It can be a complicated process, right? There's so much that goes into it, it seems like, and you just don't know where to begin. But that's where Clint Hammond can help you out. He'll take you through the process step by step and get you on your way to getting that dream home that you've always wanted. He's been in the mortgage industry for more than 20 years now. He's a lifelong Gamecock fan. He's also a longtime supporter of Gamecock Central. So you know you're in the right hands with a guy like him. If you're interested, you can check out his info right above me here on screen if you're watching live. But if not, and you're just listening and nothing else, give him a call, 803-422-6797. The NMLS number for him is 71597, or you can go to clinthammond.com for more information. Again, that will be above me here on screen all show long. Let's get our special guest in here. He is my coworker at Gamecock Central, and he's also he's a Red Sox fan who's probably very happy now. So without further ado, Mike Uva. How you doing, bud? Long time no see.
Doing all right, Jack. I thought you were going to say, he's my coworker and friend, but I thought you were going to say like he's a coworker and friend. You said Red Sox fan, so I mean I appreciate that. That's great.
Yeah, I mean you're my friend. I mean we're good friends, but this weekend we're bitter enemies, and it's been a tough weekend for the Yankees. But I'm happy that you're doing well, man, with the Sox and all that. And did you get to check out any Week 0 football this weekend?
I did a little bit. Before I say anything, you may have already said stuff because I'm sure people are checking their phones nonstop. I mean, good to see. I just got a text from my cousin. She's okay. She's doing all right. So hopefully everyone that has loved ones at South Carolina, that everyone's all right now. Obviously some real scary stuff. I found out literally minutes before I went on air up in Rhode Island. So really scary stuff. Hope everyone stays all right. We'll try our best to in a good way to distract you a little bit. If you need to be able to just get away from it for a minute. And we just pray everyone's all right. And we, totally understand. Maybe you're watching this after the fact, and this is your way to be able to get away from it. So we certainly understand the magnitude of what's going on. And we hope everyone's all right over there. But to your question, Jack, watched a little bit. It's, Week 0 games. And I know we had the staff pick them. You really have no idea what to expect with a lot of these games, simply because with the transfer portal, right, so especially some of these smaller schools, there's musical chairs galore, and you're trying to bet on these games or, for us, more so just bragging rights than anything else. You have no idea what to see. So there were some entertaining ones, certainly the one what we saw with Hawaii at the end against Stanford. That was a lot of fun. And in a week, we'll have some more, and certainly Gamecock fans are excited for what's happening next Sunday.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, as Mike briefly mentioned there, in case you missed it, Carolina Alert sent out an urgent Carolina Alert that there's an active shooter at Thomas Cooper Library, which is on South Carolina's campus here in Columbia. So it says, avoid the area, evacuate, barricade, defend yourself, all that stuff. So hopefully everyone is staying safe out there, and just hopefully nothing comes of it. Hopefully they're able to get the shooter, and law enforcement does what they need to do and get it taken care of. But again, hopefully we can be somewhat of an outlet to distract you, like Mike said. With Week 0, watched a lot of it. Did you see the story of the Hawaii kicker that he got into kicking by watching YouTube videos?
Yeah, I mean, that's something I feel like, I'm trying to learn a recipe to like bake a cake or, make some type of like pasta dish. You watch YouTube or, okay, how do I do this? Trying to put a table together. I don't know. This guy's learning how to kick, and not just kick, but kick at the Division I level. So really cool story there. I mean, that's the beauty of college football, right? I mean, we see stuff in the NFL, and don't get me wrong, we see some in professional sports, but certainly because of collegiate football, there's more teams and it trickles down, whether it be FCS, whether it be D2, D3. There's so many cool stories like this. So to be able to have that story come out last night, and especially in the moment, in terms of what they were able to do and what he was able to do in a incredible big moment and to deliver, that's the beauty of sports, right? I mean, it was awesome to see.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So week 0 is in the books now. A lot of games going down yesterday. Iowa State, Kansas State, Farmageddon going down there in Dublin was a pretty good game. You had Stanford, Hawaii, Fresno State, Kansas, all those games. And so it's now week 0 in the books. We're off to week 1, and we are now we're actually a little bit under 7 days away from kickoff in Atlanta. Around this time next Sunday, South Carolina will already have a final score against Virginia Tech. And obviously, we're hoping it's a South Carolina win. But, Mike, I'll just start there. I mean, you've done a great job of keeping everyone informed of what's been going on in fall camp and all the good things that are going on with the Gamecocks heading into the season. What are some of the latest things that you've been hearing out of practice now that fall camp has kind of wrapped up, and anything more that you're wanting to share with the audience here, not on Gamecock Central?
I think just the biggest thing is just the ongoing battle that we've seen with the offensive line and just some of the stuff that's been coming out as far as what the starting five might look like. I think we need to figure out, what that right tackle position is going to be. And I think ultimately, I think that's something that I want to continue to just monitor and just pay attention to.
Yeah, no, most definitely. And as we get closer to the season, still nothing on Rasul Faison. I feel like that's something we hit up on every single show here on GC Live, and still nothing on Faison, right? I mean, we haven't heard anything come out yet. Obviously, you've been very high on a guy like Oscar Attaway coming into the season here. I think when the depth chart does come out, I believe it would come out tomorrow, or maybe it's Tuesday, given that the game's on a Sunday this week. But it seems like South Carolina is probably going to have to rely on its other running backs without Faison out there. What do you expect from that group heading into week 1? And do you feel like there's any hope or any possibility that Rasul does get cleared before we get to week 1 here?
There's always the possibility, right? I think once we got to 2 weeks ago, when some of the paperwork that South Carolina was hoping from other schools like Marshall to be able to get in there, you felt like, okay, there was little things going on behind the scenes that was pointing in the right direction. But at the end of the day, we're just waiting. We're waiting to see what's going to happen with the NCAA. And it's just frustrating. I understand from that perspective. And it's just wait and see.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, South Carolina comes into this game as a favorite, but I think it's about 7.5. That line's kind of moved down a little bit from about 10 to about 7.5 now. And South Carolina, of course, trying to build off of the 9-win season from last year. A lot of other things have happened in South Carolina athletics this week. Obviously, there is the Nike deal and the 9-game SEC schedule. I'll start with that, with the SEC moving to a 9-game schedule next season. Mike, your thoughts on that? Obviously, big deal. There are going to be 3 permanent opponents every single year and then 6 rotating ones to have every team play each other within a 4-year span. What do you think about it? Are you excited about it?
I like the idea of just, having some type of familiarity each year. Like, the teams that you're going to be playing, because certainly there are some tremendous rivalries that we've seen over the years with South Carolina and some of the teams in the SEC, certainly the ones within the SEC East. Look, I think it's exciting. I think ultimately what it's going to come down to is who are those teams, right? I know that's the $1 million question. Is it going to be Georgia? Is it going to be Florida? Is it going to be Tennessee? And could be kind of what we're looking at right now.
Yeah. And we're actually going to put a pause on the show for tonight. Obviously, with everything going on, at the campus of South Carolina. I think it's probably I hate to do this, but it's probably in our best interest to cut the show off and just, focus on what's going on, because there are more important things going on in the world right now. And obviously what's going on just down the block from me here at, on the campus of South Carolina, definitely some scary times over there. So we're going to cut the show off, but Mike, any final thoughts before we get out of here? I know this is kind of not what we anticipated, but any final thoughts as we head over to week 1?
Yeah, tough right now to honestly think about football right now, Jack. I think just everyone stay safe right now, and hopefully everyone will be all right, and we'll get some good news later on this evening that everyone was safe, and that law enforcement and everyone else that is doing some incredible work to be able to make sure people are safe, that we're able to get some better news tonight. But certainly one of those things that you see it happen across the country all the time, and it's tough to know that it's right in your backyard. So just praying for everyone right now.
Yeah. So apologies that the show is getting cut off short tonight. Again, we had the plan to do about an hour, but just with everything going on, it makes a little bit more sense to end it short and just focus on everything else going on right now. That's a lot more important out there. So hopefully everyone's staying safe. We'll get back to doing GC Live Sunday Reset on a more normal basis. Week 1 next week's going to be a little bit tough with the game being on a Sunday, and I'm traveling out there to cover the game and whatnot. So we'll be back on a regular schedule every Sunday, starting with week 2 in about 2 weeks from now. Of course, we'll have GC Live during the week leading up to kickoff this week, and we'll get Mike back in here for a full show in the future. But Mike, appreciate you hopping on with me, man, and we'll do this again soon.
All right, stay safe, everybody.
All right, appreciate it, guys. We'll see you guys next time, and definitely stay safe out there. For GamecockCentral.com, Jack Veltri. Take it easy, guys, and stay safe out there.